Neo in. We're here at the Samsung booth. Massive QLED TV over here. So you might have caught the Facebook Live video where we toured the booth yesterday. Today's Saturday. A lot of people went home. It's a lot less crowded, so it's going to be a little easier to do a little tour of the booth. And I'm going to throw this one up on YouTube. Alright, so you can see that Samsung is a massive booth. Alright, there's all kinds of stuff. A lot of old products here too, though. I mean, not everything's new, obviously. So we have smart fridge stuff over here. You can actually see what's in the refrigerator. Use the camera. So I mean, it doesn't like immediately turn the display clear. Use the camera; it just shows you what's in there. So yeah, I can tell you. I could also tell you what's in there. As you can see on the screen. There's 3 separate booths for this. It is getting a little more crowded over here, so I'm gonna kind of have to take detours to find everything. So.
Morning.
Hi.
How are you? Do you need this
We're
stuff?
a Samsung Smart TV. I asked what technology it uses. They were not able to tell me. It's not Miracast.
They've added the Clips app up here, so you can kind of get an ETA.
Oh. Someone was coming through there. They're not able to tell me what technology it uses. It's not Miracast.
Probably the calendar.
It's only Samsung
probably the
TVs
view of the
that'll work.
inside. So with the food management, people like to be able to open it up and see what they're doing. What they need at the grocery store. That's my opinion.
But obviously not Android app, which kind of
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, excuse me, guys. See, now it is getting more crowded. I should have done this like a half hour ago. Alright, we have smart washer dryers, stuff like that. Smart technology for laundry, smart control. Control and monitor your washing machine. Alright, moving on. Look at these QLED TVs, right? This guy's curved right here. These things are beautiful. I mean, they're also expensive, and Samsung's obviously not gonna show up at CES with their, their cheap 720p TVs. Alright, by the way, here's these smart washer and dryers again. So over here, we have the BMW stuff. By the way, back to the smart fridge, it has a voice assistant, it's not S-Voice. So BMW connected for S7 Edge and Gear S3. By the way, we have the Gear S3 here. All this stuff that you see over here is not really new, even though for some reason it's very popular over here. It's always very crowded. We have new bands, we have a bunch of bands, I don't really know if they're new. S3 Frontier, so there's 2 different styles to the watch. Right, if we go over here, you see that wall back there? Basically a showcase of all of Samsung's products, like the Gear 360, stuff like that. Got the Gear S7 Edge over here, Galaxy S7 Edge. Flipping over here, we do have some new stuff. The Galaxy A5 is right here. It's nice. It feels plastic. I was under the impression that it had a glass back. This is the Galaxy A3. They announced these like a week before CES or something.
Did you hear her?
So, we also announced the Galaxy A7, which is not here. Let's get out of here though, because all this stuff is pretty much stuff that's been on the market. Right, we got new laptops over here. Starting with the Notebook 9. It's pretty standard, nice, but not too nice. Gaming laptops, Notebook Odyssey. This thing looks pretty sweet. For some reason, I really love that trackpad. What I really love even more is the white model. You see a lot of these gaming laptops with those lit up keyboards and trackpads and everything. They're always black. And like, for some reason, I feel like the white looks really nice. There's no spec sheets out here, so I can't really say that much more about it. So now we're going to move on to over here. Right, we have the QLED monitors. Alright, and we have there's new storage stuff here. Alright, I did a demo with them yesterday. They made a big deal about saying how much faster it is than a hard drive. We know how much faster it is than a hard drive. Got a little gaming station over here. Anybody can sit down and play some soccer. Everything looks pretty cool. UHD monitor. By the way, these things are stunning. Which, by the way, that's exactly what you'd expect them to show up at CES with. We have the quantum dot curve monitor over here. It shows that it only has one cable coming out of it, which is pretty cool. They have there's the SSD memory cards. This guy over here, this is not new. I think they announced this like a year ago. It's been on the market. Alright, moving on. We got Harman stuff over there. HQ 32-bit audio. Let's just duck in here for a second here, see what it sounds like. Ooh. Sounds good in here. Alright, moving on. Excuse me, guys. Alright. This is pretty much just space design for smart home. We're gonna move on to the QLED TVs over here because QLED was something I was interested in when I heard that they announced it, because you hear about OLED, you hear about LCD, but what the hell is QLED, right? So it's pretty much Samsung's quantum dot technology that they've been using, and I literally won't be able to get anybody that's demoing this stuff to talk about it on camera because they just don't do that here. So we'll just have to read these informational things on the walls. But one thing I will show you is you can put it next to a regular TV. You can really see the difference.
And that right now is Amazon Prime is highly possible.
Cool. So this is where the TV actually knows I'm recording it, so it just kind of stays on the same screen for a couple seconds.
4K cameras.
So you can see it.
Use HDR there.
QLED's on the top.
Show you how to produce an HDR experience as well as the new
Looks awesome. Anyway, yeah, they talk about the viewing angle because on a lot of TVs, obviously, you have a big living room. You look at something from an angle and it doesn't look as good. The colors are faded or whatever. So a lot of this stuff is meant to fix that. These are 8K TVs over here. I'm not sure exactly how they work. And I'm not sure if there's a benefit to them. I'd have to see them next to a 4K TV of a similar size. But I mean, HDMI just announced HDMI 2.1, which supports 10K up to 120 hertz. But I just don't. The spec's not even out for that yet, so I don't really know what can handle that right now unless using multiple cables. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's the Samsung booth. You can see it's huge. Anyway, guys, I'm Rich from Neowin. Have a great night.